If you're watching this video, you are probably trying to get your first earnings or become a pro player. And if it sounds like you are, you're in the right place. In this video, I will tell you how you can win your first earnings from the Solo Victory Cup. First, we need to know the format of the tournament and how it should be played. You have to get to the second round to win money, where you have to win the game to get $100. In the first round, you have 2 hours to play 7 games, and on European servers, the top 11 out of 500 get to the second round, and the number of points you need is about 70. In the first round, I recommend just playing all the games until the end game, but if you are good at fighting, you can try to get eliminations in the first game. Here is the point format. From top 5 to top 1 are the placements where you should aim in the first round. Now you have made it to the second round, and next you have to win the game, and you have 1 hour to play 3 games. Next, I will tell about early game, mid-game, endgame, and loadouts. Early game, you choose your land and early game strategy. You should choose your land based on 2 options. Whether you want to land in a big POI or a smaller split land, you can make the choice based on your experience and how good you are at fighting, because naturally you will have to fight more on lands where there are many opponents than on smaller lands. The most important things when choosing a land is that you get loot, shields, and medals. You should get good loots, shields, and full medals for the endgame. And here is one example of a smaller land. Loadouts. There are a few different variations of loadouts. The most commons are 2 weapons, 2 shields, and 1 white heal, like here. But with 1 white heal, you don't always win the heal off, and you may need an elimination to get more white heal. But if you leave 1 weapon out, you get another slot of white heal, and you don't always need even 2 weapons in the finals, because winning just means you choose either 2 white heals or 1 white heal. I personally recommend 2 white heals and 1 weapon, or only 1 shield. In mid-game, your goal is to fill up the rest of the loots and materials if you haven't already, and then that you survive until the end game, so that you don't lose shields or materials, because endgame is naturally easier to win if you have good materials and shields. A situation where you don't have full materials, you have to try to farm them full, and if, for example, you have no shield, then you have to find shield before endgame. That's why you need to know the map, that you know where you can farm metals and find shields. If you are in good loots, you have options to box in center zone, play dead side, or sit in a bush or in building. Then you avoid situations where you get into a fight and lose shields and materials. Endgame is the hardest part of the game, which you must know how to play because only winning matters. You must try to play in such a way that you lose as little amount materials and shield as possible. You can use Flowberry Fizz and rotates and use dead side. You also have to constantly look to see if you could find an elimination where you could get more materials and loot. At the end of the game, high ground is a really good position if there is a chance to get it, or low ground tarping if you have enough materials. When the last zone closes, heal off starts, and if you have enough heal, you win it. And if you don't have enough, you try to get a kill. Where can you get heal? Mental and mindset are probably the most important things during the tournament. If you have a bad mindset, you won't win. You need mindset that you want to win and be the best. And for example, in a fight situation, you must not get nervous, only play, and think that you will win the situation. Thank you. If you've watched the video up to this point, I've only told the basics in this video. But if you want me to start making more videos like this, and go through things in more depth, comment, and give me video ideas.